Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your beginning of the month reading for November. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the beginning of the month. Okay. Best message, please, for Libra Scorpio. Ace of Wands, peace offering coming, reconciliation. Please take my apology. Whether that's coming from you to someone or it's coming at you. It feels like it's coming at you. So, it's like somebody is offering you a peace offering. Clarifying on the Ace of Wands for Libra Scorpio. Sun coming out. This person feels very happy right now about coming out with this peace offering. Like I said, or it could be you. If cross watchers are watching, they could say Libra Scorpio is doing so. But however it is, it feels very sunny, very blossoming. It was actually feels like the apology you've been waiting for. So it feels like happy days. This is something that it feels like you've been waiting for them to come back to say something about this situation and it feels like for quite a while. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Going straight into the situation, getting straight into the present, the recent past, and the near future. Dream coming true. Yeah, it does. Clarity of belief. In the recent past and in the near future, you have believe and succeed. Okay. So with the clarity of belief over here, it's almost like you have the Ace of Swords over here. So there was a lot of clarity going on. But you have this butterfly over here. So it does feel like you wanted this person to come back, to apologize to you. You've been waiting a while for this transformation, for them to apologize for whatever behavior was going on. There was a slow moving action for this person. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. Feels like things were slow and persistent, but not going the way you wanted them to go. They're still coming, yeah, they're not doing what you wanted. So it feels like they're still trying to talk to you and do things with you in the recent past, but they still never offered any apology. You were waiting for that cup. You were staying reliant over here and keeping within your belief, saying they will come back to apologize sooner or later, but they just never did. And it just kept making you sadder and sadder. And you're still trying to keep the belief alive, though. It feels like here they come, though, finally. So this is going to be your dream come true over here. Yep, it's going to change everything. So this sudden change, it is definitely a sudden change. This just comes out of the blue. All of a sudden, you're going to get like this text message. It's going to make you so happy because they finally want to reconcile. Yes, they definitely want to transition. They finally want to talk about this. It's kind of crazy, though, because it feels like you've already let the idea go. So in the recent past, it could even have been like 6 months ago. I'm feeling it's a little longer than just the recent. Could have been the summertime where you wanted and you were fighting for them and hoping and praying for them to come do this. By that time to this time, my friends, it feels like you already out of sight, out of mind, not thinking about it. Already let that go that they were even going to come to do anything. And now all of a sudden here they come. So it's like, well, now that I'm not thinking about it, oh, wow, of course, here they come. So now they're going to catch you off guard with this. Yeah, with this apology. They're coming in with a lot of conversations and a lot of things going on. Really trying to open the doors, they're showing you how emotionally stable they are at this time. You might have felt that they were emotionally unstable before. Maybe that's why they didn't come back. Could be dealing with a Cancer, some kind of water sign going on. I have Scorpio. I also said Taurus as well, I think. But I'm getting, wow, everything's water now. Feels like they were in I'm going to call it a watery emotional grave. That's really the way to say it. To the point to where they couldn't come back because they were wearing their heart on their sleeve. They didn't know how to apologize. It feels like they couldn't get out of their emotions enough to come and do anything about it. It was very upsetting for them when all of this went down, this fighting or however the situation was. I would assume it's some kind of argument, or we'll just say disconnection at this time. It does feel like they did need to come apologize, though, to you for probably things that were said. But it just feels like they felt so guilty they couldn't come back. But now they feel like they have the authority. They're right where they're supposed to be, on more stable emotionally, and they want to come talk about this with you. And they have a lot to tell you with the Seven of Cups. I mean, there's just going to be kind of a jabberjaw about the situation. Yes, they want to tell you the good news. They also have good news to tell you. So not only do they want to apologize about the situation, they also have good news to tell you. And the good news is also coming with the apology. It's like, I just said that. So the good news is that they are apologizing, and they also have good news about them moving up the ladder over here within some kind of work or something. Some kind of movement going on, that's for sure. So there's definitely some good news coming in, and they're being very generous with the offerings. What is it? It feels like there's a little bit of drama going on around the situation that they're dealing with when they're telling this story. It feels a little, you know, a little dramatic, a little like limelighty. Because the drama that I'm getting out of this isn't a negative drama. It's more like a kind of an ego drama. Could be definitely dealing with Pisces. It's an ego drama. It's kind of like, and I'm doing so good. I'm wearing the belt. And it's kind of like they're pushing themselves up the level. It's like kind of ego driven. So you might find that they're a little egomatic. They're making themselves look really, really good. But that's because they are really, really doing good. You know, that's why. So you might find it a little maybe prudish, you know, in their own way. And that's just because they have the courage. But it took a lot of courage for them to even come back, to apologize, to tell you this news, to even be a jabberjaw, to do any of this. Because they had to find out all the courage that was within themselves to even do so. So you might find that they're kind of rattling on about themselves. So yeah, you might find it a little egomatic, right? And of course, coming up as the Queen of Wands, there's that limelighting. They feel like this is the only way that they can come towards you. They don't know what else to say. So you might find that they're talking about themselves a lot more, maybe than they're asking how you are. It's just because they're nervous. This is the courage that they have to do what they need to do. They're not trying to push you away. They're just trying their hardest to, yes, not get trapped in their head, not to, yeah. There's a lot of nervousness going on over here. Super nervous coming back. So if you find them rambling on about themselves and all this good news that they have for themselves about moving up the ladder, doing this, moving to a new town, something of this nature, it's just nerves. It's their nerves. So believing in succeeding, it just feels like, yeah, but at least they're apologizing. Believe and succeed. There's a lot of believing and succeeding going on within this relationship, that did not want to come out. You're not sure if this is the perfect timing. You wanted them to apologize, but you're just not sure if you want to move towards them. It's almost like they're trying to move towards you again. You are very happy about the situation. It's blossoming where it was very dark in the past. The sun has come out. This makes you very happy to hear from this person, especially with the apology, because it's what you really wanted. So I do feel that you do care about this person a lot. But with the sun coming out and the cycles are changing and you feel like your life is blooming, you're just not sure if you want to, yeah, escape this situation. You're like, thank you for the apology. I am so glad you're doing great. But you're just not sure if you want this new second chance with them, with the Seven of Swords, or if you're going to actually pass and say, no, thank you. Because it's really on there. You do stop texting. All of a sudden, it just stops. You are the one that stops the texting. You just stop because you're not sure if you want the second chance. Like I said, yeah, you don't know where you want to go because you're already so happy. But they're so happy. It's almost like you both are blossoming over here. They're going to wonder where you went with the challenge. They feel like you're putting up a challenge for them. They're afraid that you're going to make the tower crash when they're trying to show you so much loyalty to They're trying to show you that they're very loyal and they want to continue being your friend, your loved one, however this is, and trying to show you that loyalty. For a lot of you, they want you to have the faith and the belief and the second chance with them, whether it's a relationship, no matter what the relationship is, right? Whether it's a love relationship or just a friendship. But they're manifesting that you continue to be determined to move forward with them. And if it's a love relationship, they really do want you to give them the second chance. They really do want, they really are very starry-eyed about you. If it's just a platonic relationship, of just a friendship, they're hoping that the relationship can kind of go back to where it was before you had the argument and the fight. I mean, if they didn't want to, that they wouldn't have worried about this so hard to have to build up the courage to do so. But it's going to be on you, on whether or not you want to, take this. It looks like you did take their apology, of course, because that's what you were waiting for. But do you actually want to take this again and go again? That's going to be on you. That's your free will. Because if anything, I just see you stop texting. You're just like, thank you for that. I'm so glad you're doing great. Gotta go. And that's for the majority of you. But it just feels like you really were happy that they actually stood up as the person that they needed to be. Because it's one of those things, if you really cared about me, you'd come to apologize. Because you not apologizing to me shows me you don't give a shit. So they actually do. And they actually did the whole time. It's just they were caught underneath this water. They did this, holding their emotions. They knew they screwed it up. This is a love relationship. I will grab a card for a love relationship. Yeah, because they feel that they still have chemistry with you. I do believe that a lot of you do have the chemistry with them. I mean, you wouldn't date somebody you didn't have chemistry with. So, I mean, they come back and you see them in person, it could make your jaw drop, right? You'd be like, oh, God, it's you again. Right? But, yeah, they want to have an honest heart-to-heart conversation. The only problem is it almost kind of feels, it's kind of funny because they're so nervous. Yeah, reconciliation at the bottom, because they're trying to reconcile and they're trying to express their love to you and trying to do this, but it just feels like, I kind of feel sorry for them, you guys, because it feels like their nerves are so, I mean, look, their nerves are so shot. Their nerves are so shot. They're trying their hardest because it's upside down. They're trying so hard to get out of this bubble and keep this going. So this is literally them. Like, I'm so nervous. You could say it's kind of like this, right? But if they were 100, they wouldn't even be here. So you could say it's kind of like this, and they're so nervous that they just end up rattling on about themselves, and it just feels like they forget to kind of ask you, like, how are you? Maybe they did in the very beginning of the conversation, like, how are you? Let you say one word, and then they rambled on due to nervousness. They think they're having a heart-to-heart conversation, but they get so lost in talking about themselves and asking for the reconciliation of you and apologizing. But they do believe that they're expressing their love, but I think it's just coming out kind of weird. Because I see it kind of, like I said before, it was going to feel kind of egomatic, like, God, are they just going to sit here and talk about them freaking selves? Or they, thanks for the reconciliation, the apology, that was great, but, so when they do this and it feels like they're just remember, it's because they're so nervous. They don't know what else to do. So it feels like they just get caught up. So then I was doing this, and I was doing that, and then I was doing this. Oh. So I do feel bad for them because they're kind of screwing it all up. But just kind of laugh it off because at least they're trying. Boy, were they trying. Okay, guys, till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.